For 3 weeks, Maya watched the man she loved slowly disappear. Daniel, her husband of 6 years, was no longer the same person. He stopped coming home early. He stopped laughing at dinner. And whenever Maya asked him what was wrong, he only gave her the same answer: "I'm trying to fix something." But Maya didn't know what he was trying to fix. And the more secrets she discovered, the more she feared the truth. Was Daniel preparing to leave her? Maya and Daniel were not a perfect couple, but they had built a beautiful life together. They started with almost nothing. Their first apartment was small. Their furniture was old, and sometimes they had to count every dollar before buying groceries. But they were happy. Daniel always told Maya, "One day, I'll build a home where you never have to worry again." And Maya believed him. After years of hard work, they finally saved enough money for their dream: a house of their own. It was the future they had talked about since the beginning of their marriage. But then, something changed. Daniel began staying late at work. Some nights, he came home after midnight. Other nights, he would sit quietly in the dark, looking worried. Maya could feel a distance growing between them. At first, Maya tried to understand. Maybe Daniel was stressed. Maybe work was difficult. But then, she noticed small things. He started hiding his phone whenever she walked near him. He received messages late at night and quickly deleted them. One evening, Maya saw him putting a large envelope inside his jacket. When she asked him what it was, Daniel froze for a moment. Then he said, "Nothing important." That answer hurt Maya more than anything, because after 6 years of marriage, she felt like a stranger to her own husband. That night, she lay awake thinking, is he hiding another woman? Is he planning a new life without me? The thoughts became impossible to ignore. A few days later, Daniel left home again after dinner. Maya watched him walk away. Something inside her told her that she needed to know the truth. So she followed him. She expected to see him meet someone. She expected the worst. But instead, she watched Daniel walk into a hospital. Maya stood outside, confused. Why would he come here? She followed him through the hallway. Then she saw him enter a room. And what she saw next completely changed everything. Daniel was sitting beside an elderly man lying in a hospital bed. It was his father. Maya had never known Daniel's father was seriously sick. Daniel had been hiding it from everyone, not because he didn't trust Maya, but because he was afraid. He was afraid that she would worry. He was afraid that their dreams would disappear. And most of all, he was afraid of losing the only family he had left. For weeks, Daniel had been working extra hours to pay for his father's medical treatment. The late nights, the secret phone calls, the missing money, everything finally made sense. But there was still one painful truth. The money Daniel used for the hospital bills was their house savings, the savings they had spent years building, the dream they had waited so long. When Maya finally confronted him, Daniel looked down. He knew he had hurt her. "I'm sorry," he said. "I should have told you." Maya fought back tears. "I'm not angry because you helped your father," she said. "I'm hurt because you carried this pain alone and never let me stand beside you." Daniel looked at her with tears in his eyes. "I thought you would be angry because I chose my father over our dream." Maya shook her head. "Daniel, your father is not separate from our family. He is part of it." The next morning, Maya opened their savings account information. Then she placed it in Daniel's hands. "The house can wait," she said, "but your father can't." Daniel couldn't hold back his tears. For the first time in weeks, he finally allowed himself to be weak. He hugged Maya tightly, and in that moment, they both realized something important. Marriage is not about choosing between love and responsibility. It is about facing the hardest moments together. The house they dreamed about could be built someday, but the people they loved were only here today. Months later, Daniel's father recovered, and when Maya and Daniel finally moved into their new home, they placed one picture on the wall before anything else. A picture of the three of them, because their greatest achievement was never the house. It was the love that survived everything before they reached it. Sometimes the person who seems distant is not leaving you. Sometimes they are fighting a battle they don't know how to share. Always choose communication before assumptions, because the truth can be very different from what we fear.